What if I told you that one of the most famous stories in the Bible might not be what it seems? Abraham, the patriarch of three major religions, Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, is at the center of a story that has shaped millennia of belief. But did the Bible get it wrong about Abraham? Today, we're diving deep into historical and archaeological evidence, uncovering jaw-dropping revelations that might rewrite what you think you know about the man who started it all. Stay tuned, this story will leave you speechless. What if everything you thought you knew about Abraham, the revered patriarch of three major world religions, was just scratching the surface? What if his story was far more ancient and intricate than we've ever imagined? Today, we're embarking on a fascinating journey into the sands of Mesopotamia, uncovering secrets buried within Sumerian tablets that predate the Bible itself, secrets that could reshape your understanding of history, faith, and the origins of human civilization. Stick with me to the very end, because what we're about to uncover might just leave you speechless. If you're ready to dive into the unknown, hit that like button, share this video with your fellow truth seekers, and subscribe for more mind-expanding content. And don't forget to drop a comment below. What do you think we'll discover on this journey? Now, let's get started. Picture this, the majestic city of Ur, a gleaming jewel of civilization more than 4,000 years ago, rising from the Mesopotamian plains. This wasn't just a city, it was a thriving metropolis that profoundly shaped human history. Imagine streets bustling with merchants trading gold and lapis lazuli, scribes etching cuneiform into clay tablets, and towering ziggurats dominating the skyline, surrounded by a society deeply advanced in mathematics, astronomy, and religion. Here, amidst this vibrant and complex world, lies the true beginning of Abraham's story, one far older and more interconnected with humanity's earliest civilizations than most of us have ever realized. Are you ready to uncover the untold history? Let's dive in. What if the roots of Abraham's story are even deeper than we've been taught, intertwined with one of the most sophisticated civilizations of the ancient world? Recent discoveries have unveiled a glimpse into the lives of Ur's citizens, who lived in two-story homes complete with private chapels, an urban lifestyle that reflected remarkable cultural and spiritual sophistication. Abraham, known as Abram in Sumerian texts, grew up immersed in this advanced society. In Ur, the spiritual world was rich and intricate. The Sumerians believed their gods, the Anunnaki, walked among them, with temple complexes serving as sacred meeting points between heaven and earth. These profound beliefs surrounded Abraham from his earliest days, shaping his understanding of divinity in ways that echo through history. But here's where it gets fascinating, the connection between Sumerian mythology and biblical narratives runs deeper than most dare to imagine. For example, long before the story of Noah's Ark, Sumerian tablets told of Ziusudra, a man who built a boat to save humanity from a divine flood. The similarities are striking, too precise to be mere coincidence, suggesting a shared cultural memory passed down through the ages. These ancient texts don't just hint at connections, they bridge the gap between Sumerian polytheism and Abrahamic monotheism, showing a possible continuum of belief systems that shaped the spiritual evolution of humanity. And then there's the mystery of Abraham's departure from Ur. Sumerian records suggest that this period coincided with significant political and religious upheaval, a time when the old order was crumbling, giving way to a new chapter in history. What might this upheaval reveal about Abraham's journey and the foundations of faith as we know it? Let's uncover the answers together. What if Abraham's revolutionary concept of monotheism wasn't born in isolation, but forged in the crucible of change, a time when the ancient world was crumbling, and new ideas about divinity were emerging? Archaeological evidence suggests that Abraham's departure from Ur wasn't a solitary event. His family, like many others, left the city amid the chaos of climate change and political instability. But unlike others, Abraham carried something far more valuable, transformative ideas that would reshape humanity's relationship with the divine. Ur's spiritual legacy enriches our understanding of divine revelation through human experience. Consider the Sumerian concept of personal gods, divine beings who took a special interest in individual families. This bears a striking resemblance to the intimate, personal relationship with God that Abraham would later exemplify. Could his understanding of a singular, personal deity have been influenced by these early beliefs? As we piece together this historical puzzle, we see Abraham not just as a man on a journey but as a bridge, connecting the ancient polytheistic civilization of Sumer to the monotheistic traditions that followed. His story represents more than a geographic relocation, it symbolizes humanity's spiritual evolution. Abraham's unique position allowed him to carry forward the wisdom of the past while paving the way for a new understanding of the divine. His journey is a testament to the enduring power of faith and the human spirit to adapt and evolve. Let's explore what this means for us today. Every new archaeological discovery brings us closer to unraveling the rich tapestry of Abraham's world, a world that shaped one of history's most transformative spiritual journeys. From personal letters detailing daily life in Ur to temple inventories meticulously listing offerings, we're gaining an ever clearer picture of the vibrant society that influenced Abraham. These findings reveal something profound: the great monotheistic religions didn't emerge in isolation. Instead, they grew from the fertile soil of humanity's collective spiritual experience. Abraham's brilliance wasn't in rejecting his cultural heritage but in reimagining it. He transformed the spiritual framework of his time into a revolutionary understanding of the divine, one that would forever change the course of human history. As we peer back across millennia, it becomes clear that Ur wasn't just Abraham's birthplace. It was the crucible where some of humanity's most fundamental ideas about God, faith, and the relationship between the divine and human were first forged. The question isn't whether Abraham's Sumerian roots diminish his legacy, it's how they deepen our understanding of it. Beneath the familiar verses of the Bible lies a deeper, richer story, one that takes us back to the forgotten libraries of ancient Mesopotamia. In the ruins of Nineveh, archaeologists uncovered treasures of knowledge that offer a glimpse into this hidden past. What they found could redefine not just Abraham's journey but our own understanding of faith and its origins. Let's explore these revelations together. Imagine a discovery so profound it sends shockwaves through the world of biblical scholarship. Over 30,000 clay tablets unearthed in Mesopotamia tell stories that feel uncannily familiar. Among these is the Epic of Gilgamesh, with its account of a great flood, a narrative that predates the oldest biblical manuscripts by thousands of years. This is no mere coincidence, it's compelling evidence of a shared cultural heritage that reaches back to the dawn of written history. Take the Enuma Elish, the Mesopotamian creation epic. It describes God shaping the cosmos and forming humanity from clay. The parallels with the Genesis creation story are impossible to ignore. These aren't just similar tales, they are humanity's earliest attempts to grapple with its place in the universe, laying the foundation for narratives that would echo through millennia. The tablets speak of a garden where gods dwell, a tree of life, and humanity's fall from divine favor. They tell of heroes who live for centuries, epic battles between good and evil, and divine beings deeply invested in human affairs. Time and again, these ancient texts reveal the seeds of ideas that would later flourish in biblical stories. Consider the tale of Adapa, a Sumerian sage offered immortality, only to refuse it due to divine trickery. Written centuries before Genesis, it bears a striking resemblance to the story of Adam and the consequences of his choices in Eden. These discoveries don't diminish the significance of biblical narratives, they enrich our understanding of their origins. Beneath the pages of Scripture lies a deeper, shared story, one that connects us to the ancient roots of human spirituality. What other truths might these forgotten tablets reveal? Let's uncover them together. The parallels between the story of Adam and Eve and ancient Mesopotamian tales go beyond mere coincidence. Both narratives wrestle with profound questions about human morality and our relationship with the divine. The tablets uncovered in Nineveh reveal detailed accounts of prophetic visions, divine revelations, and celestial beings who acted as messengers between gods and humans. These accounts bear a striking resemblance to the experiences attributed to biblical prophets. Long before the Hebrew Bible was written, the Mesopotamians had developed a sophisticated understanding of divine human communication. Their culture had been documenting spiritual insights for over 1,000 years. When Abraham left Ur, he carried with him the wisdom of a civilization steeped in these traditions. The biblical narratives didn't arise in isolation, they emerged from a rich tapestry of human efforts to comprehend encounters with the divine. This shared heritage deepens our understanding of Abraham's journey and his role in shaping spiritual history. As we conclude our exploration, from the towering ziggurats of Ur to the hidden truths preserved in ancient tablets, we uncover a story far more intricate and profound than conventional histories suggest. Abraham's connection to Sumerian civilization isn't just a historical footnote, it's a key to understanding humanity's spiritual evolution. This connection doesn't diminish Abraham's significance, it enhances it, offering us a more comprehensive view of his pivotal role in the development of faith. It reminds us that the journey of understanding the divine is one humanity has been on together for millennia, and it's far from over. The story of Abraham and Sumer offers us more than a glimpse into ancient history, it reveals a profound truth about how the divine works through human culture. The most important lesson isn't just about uncovering the past, it's about rethinking how we approach truth itself. This journey reminds us that reality is often far more complex, and infinitely more fascinating, than the simplified narratives we've been told. The Bible paints a vivid picture of Abraham. Born in Ur of the Chaldeans, Abraham is called by God to leave his homeland and journey to Canaan, a land promised to him and his descendants. His faith is tested through incredible challenges, like the near sacrifice of his son Isaac. His story symbolizes unwavering faith and obedience. But where did these accounts come from, and how historically accurate are they? Scholars believe that the Abraham narrative was first written down centuries after the events were said to have occurred. This raises a crucial question: were these stories meant to convey literal history, or were they allegories crafted to inspire faith and unity among ancient communities? The Bible's version of Abraham might not align perfectly with historical evidence, but this is just the beginning. When it comes to verifying the Bible's story of Abraham, archaeology plays a key role. Surprisingly, little direct evidence supports the existence of Abraham as an individual. Excavations in ancient Mesopotamia, where Abraham's journey supposedly began, reveal cultures and customs that align with some aspects of the story. However, there are significant gaps. For instance, the cities mentioned in Genesis, like Ur and Haran, did exist. But scholars argue the timeline doesn't match. The patriarchal lifestyle described in the Bible, nomadic herding, for example, was common, but it doesn't confirm Abraham himself existed. This suggests that the story could be a composite of multiple figures or even entirely symbolic. Could Abraham be more of a metaphor than a man? Abraham is not just a biblical figure, he's central to Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Interestingly, each religion interprets his story differently. In Judaism, Abraham is the father of the Jewish people, chosen by God for his righteousness. In Christianity, he represents faith and the precursor to Christ's sacrifice. Meanwhile, in Islam, Ibrahim, as he's called, is a prophet who submits fully to Allah's will. The Quran offers details not found in the Bible, like Abraham's destruction of idols in his father's shop. Could these differences hint at cultural and religious evolutions of the same core story? The variations challenge us to question how much of the narrative is historically accurate and how much is shaped by theological needs. If the biblical Abraham isn't entirely historical, where did his story come from? One theory suggests Abraham was based on real-life tribal leaders who lived during the Bronze Age. Over time, their deeds and lives may have been mythologized. Another possibility is that Abraham was a literary creation designed to unify different tribes under a shared origin story. The Bible's description of Abraham as a man of immense faith reflects values that resonate universally. But these traits could have been attributed to him by later writers seeking to inspire and guide their communities. This raises an intriguing possibility: what if Abraham's story was never about one man but about the collective identity of an entire people? For many, questioning Abraham's historicity can feel unsettling, even heretical. But it's important to remember that faith and history serve different purposes. Faith provides meaning, values, and a connection to the divine, while history seeks to uncover factual truth. The story of Abraham, whether literal or symbolic, remains a powerful example of trust, obedience, and hope. For believers, this discovery doesn't diminish the story's value, it enhances it. It allows us to see the Bible as a dynamic text shaped by centuries of human experience. Whether Abraham walked the earth or not, his story continues to inspire millions, reminding us of the enduring power of faith. One of the central themes in Abraham's story is the promise of land. God tells Abraham that his descendants will inherit the land of Canaan. But how does this promise hold up historically? Scholars debate whether this promise was a retroactive justification for the Israelite settlement in the region. Some argue that the story served to legitimize territorial claims, while others believe it symbolized a spiritual inheritance. This promise wasn't just about geography, it was about identity, belonging, and divine favor. Exploring this further, we uncover deeper questions about the relationship between faith and historical narratives. The near sacrifice of Isaac is one of the most dramatic moments in the Bible. But did this event actually occur, or was it a metaphor for something else? Some scholars suggest it reflects ancient practices of child sacrifice that were later condemned. Others see it as a theological statement about the nature of God and faith. The shift from child sacrifice to animal offerings marked a significant evolution in religious practices. This story, regardless of its literal truth, challenges us to explore the complexities of faith and obedience. Often overshadowed by Abraham, Sarah's role is critical yet often overlooked. As Abraham's wife and the mother of Isaac, her struggles with infertility and faith add depth to the story. Sarah's laughter upon hearing she would conceive at an old age is both human and profound. Her story also reflects the societal norms and expectations placed on women in ancient times. Could Sarah's narrative have been shaped to highlight the miraculous nature of Isaac's birth? Examining her role sheds light on the often underappreciated contributions of women in biblical narratives. Hagar, Sarah's maidservant, and her son Ishmael play a pivotal role in Abraham's story. Cast out into the wilderness, their survival and divine encounter reveal a parallel narrative often overlooked in traditional readings. In Islam, Ishmael is considered an ancestor of Muhammad and a key figure in the Abrahamic lineage. Hagar's resilience and Ishmael's significance challenge us to rethink the traditional focus on Isaac alone. Their story serves as a reminder that multiple perspectives exist within the same narrative. The covenant between God and Abraham is foundational to the Bible. This agreement promises descendants as numerous as the stars and eternal blessings. But what does this covenant mean in historical and theological terms? Some interpret it as a divine mandate, while others see it as a reflection of ancient treaty traditions. The act of circumcision as a sign of the covenant adds a tangible element to the agreement. This segment explores how such covenants shaped the religious and cultural identity of Abraham's descendants. One of the lesser discussed aspects of Abraham's story is his hospitality. When three mysterious visitors appear, Abraham welcomes them with open arms, a gesture that reveals his generosity and faith. This event is often seen as a moral teaching, emphasizing kindness and trust in divine messengers. Could this story have been a cultural lesson on the importance of community and compassion? Abraham's actions here resonate as a universal call to treat others with dignity. Abraham's nephew Lot plays a significant role in his journey. From their decision to part ways to the dramatic rescue of Lot from Sodom and Gomorrah, their relationship is one of family loyalty and divine intervention. Lot's story serves as a contrast to Abraham's faith. While Abraham prospers, Lot's choices lead to downfall. This dynamic raises questions about the role of free will and divine guidance in human destiny. The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah is one of the most debated events in the Bible. Archaeological discoveries suggest that cities in the region were indeed destroyed by natural disasters, like earthquakes or meteor impacts. But was this divine judgment or natural catastrophe? The moral lessons drawn from this story have had a profound impact on religious teachings, but its historical accuracy remains uncertain. Exploring this event helps us bridge the gap between faith and science. Abraham's journey from Ur to Canaan is not just a physical migration but a spiritual one. His journey symbolizes the quest for faith, identity, and purpose. For believers, it represents the challenges of trusting God's plan, even when the path is unclear. For historians, it reflects the movement of ancient peoples in search of better opportunities. Abraham's journey continues to inspire as a metaphor for life's trials and triumphs. Abraham's story isn't confined to ancient texts, it has permeated modern culture. From literature to art and even cinema, his journey is retold and reimagined. Why does Abraham's story resonate so deeply across time and cultures? Perhaps it's the universal themes of faith, sacrifice, and hope. This segment explores how Abraham remains relevant in today's world, inspiring people from all walks of life. Faith is the cornerstone of Abraham's story. His willingness to leave everything behind and trust God's promises is a model of belief in the unseen. This unwavering faith is celebrated in sermons, songs, and stories. But it also raises questions: what does it mean to have faith, and how far should it go? Abraham's example challenges us to reflect on our own beliefs and values. Abraham's story has shaped moral and ethical frameworks for centuries. Concepts like justice, obedience, and covenant are deeply rooted in his narrative. This influence extends to modern legal and ethical systems, especially in societies influenced by Judeo-Christian values. Abraham's legacy serves as a reminder of how ancient stories continue to guide contemporary life. Abraham's death marks the end of an era but the continuation of his legacy. He is buried in the cave of Machpelah, a site still revered today. This burial place is a symbol of unity in conflict, claimed by multiple faiths as sacred. The story of Abraham's death reminds us of his enduring impact and the shared heritage of the Abrahamic religions. Abraham's story transcends religious boundaries. It teaches lessons about resilience, trust, and the importance of family. His life challenges us to consider what it means to be faithful, to persevere, and to leave a legacy that inspires future generations. Abraham's story remains a timeless guide for navigating life's complexities.
Welcome to Blessovia Science TV, where we take you on an exhilarating journey through the cosmos and unravel the mysteries of science. We are excited to offer you the opportunity to become a valued member of our ever-growing community of cosmic enthusiasts and knowledge seekers. Exclusive access to cosmic content. As a member of Blessovia Science TV, you will gain exclusive access to a treasure trove of cosmic content, including documentaries, interviews with leading scientists, space missions updates, and awe-inspiring visualizations of the universe, live Q, and sessions with experts. Your membership will grant you the chance to participate in live Q and sessions with renowned scientists, astronomers, and space explorers. Get your burning questions answered by those who push the boundaries of human knowledge. Embark on a journey that spans the cosmos and join us in unraveling the secrets of the universe. Become a Blessovia Science TV member today, and together we will reach for the stars. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and share. Don't forget to leave your comment.